Your soul shall be mine.
You asked for it.
Man, this matchup has to suck. I think I hard mulligan for Frostlich Jaina. Hey, got my 9-drop. Shit, wrong one.
None will survive.
Steady shot. Wrecked.
Truth is found in death.
Okay, so Zoo apparently. Hero power seems good here, but so does the cat. That's a good draw. Next turn can be double 1-drop hero power. I think I'm definitely happy to see Zoo. I think Q block is unwinnable. Unless I get like ridiculous deck of wonders RNG or something. I just don't see how my deck ever beats Q block in a normal game. But Zoo, I can beat Zoo. I play 4 AoE spells. Okay, well, that thing needs to die. I guess I can just freeze it. That seems better. I can freeze it and then just ping it down over 2 turns. Or I can just freeze it, ping this thing down, leave my cat at full health. He could be coining out a Dreadlord this turn, so maybe I don't want a 3-1 cat in play. Else I'd be playing the Glacial Shard along with it. Alright, I think I like keeping health on my cat.
Unleash me.
Okay. Probably just play another cat in hero power. I guess I don't need to hero power. I want to trade this guy off anyway, but I don't really have, like, another good play. I guess just cat, double trade in here, and then hero power the Dreadlord instead, right? Alright, so the cat contests that. Pretty hard for him to prevent my cat from going into it. I guess I can Doom Guard my cat. That was a really obnoxious 50-50. I don't know, maybe it's not that bad though. I can just hero power him down, throw down Tar Creeper. Yeah, it's probably fine. Could have even tried to sneak in the Artificer there, and then it would be on the board still for the turn 7 Flame Strike. But I don't really need the armor at this point, right? And I think, like, 9 times out of 10, that's just throwing away my Artificer. Alright, I wasn't sure if I should Flame Strike here, but since I drew the second one, definitely just go for it. Clear his board, play a 4-4. I probably just had to go for it anyway, even if I didn't pick up the second one. But the second one made it way easier. Yes, commit. I probably don't need to Flame Strike here. It actually doesn't even kill the Tar Creeper. Let's just ping this guy down, silence the Flappy Bird. And then next turn I'm on 9 mana, so I can hero power Flame Strike if need be. Oh, that's a Jaina. Is Jaina the play though? Alright, this is just a Flame Strike, right? This is probably a game ender. Full clears board, gets 7 armor. I have 2 elementals in play that can lifesteal when I play Jaina next turn. If he somehow has Ysera here, I have a Voodoo Doll. That guy's actually kind of big. Probably still just play Jaina though. Could Voodoo Doll. Seems hard to lose if I just play Jaina. I think there were other lines of play that were pretty hard to lose with too. Voodoo Doll to kill the Tar Creeper, send the Tyrant into the 2/2, and then play either Deck of Wonders or Stonehill Defender. That also seemed pretty solid. I took a value trade there, which means he's giving me a Water Elemental, which is probably silly. Go for the Stonehill. Probably just want a cheap taunt. Take the Water Ellie. Lifesteal a bunch. Throw down a Sinjin. So given that he's still in this game, I'm assuming he is playing Blood Reaver Gul'dan. And that's just the only thing I really need to dodge. But even Blood Reaver Gul'dan, I think I can definitely beat if I pick up a Dragon's Fury. And honestly, I can probably beat it without the Dragon's Fury. Crosslet Chain is a hell of a card when you don't have to deal with infinite void boards. Man, he made some very skillful plays, not allowing me to make a Water Elemental there. But too bad for him, I can make one anyway. We'll play out a 5/5. Okay. That gives me a Water Elemental, actually. Well, I'm assuming he's given up. But if he's still trying, Bonfire was wrong there because I just lifesteal it up. I could have played the Bonfire Elemental between these two Water Elementals, and my board would have been more symmetric. But given that some of my guys are damaged, I just didn't really feel like the symmetry play really made that much sense. So I opted for the far left on this guy. But I can definitely see the merit to the other line of play.
You asked for it.
Probably no real reason to keep either of these threes against Priest. The Black Cat's better, even Stonehill's probably better. Honestly, even Gluttonous Ooze might be better, just because it contests the Cleric. Although I suppose Acolyte kind of contests the Cleric, doesn't it?
Blessings to you.
Hello. None will survive.
Alright, no start of game stuff out of him.
Is someone injured?
So he could be Spiteful, he could be, probably don't even want to hero power that, just gives him a card draw. But yeah, he could be Spiteful, or he could be that control list that plays Mind Blast. Or, I mean, it's like less than a week into the expansion, he could be anything. Play the Acolyte, he can draw off of it, but obviously he has to give me a card to do so. Okay. It's worth it to me, so if it's worth it to him, then good for him. Oh shit, my turn 5 is about to be dope. I guess I'll hold back on the Flame Elemental. I can play it on turn 6 to activate the Blaze Caller. The Glacial Shard might not be very good that turn. Obviously plays around Duskbreaker. And it's not like having the 1/2 on the board really did anything. But yeah, this is obviously a sick turn 5. Okay. I have the Voodoo Doll for this. Voodoo Doll the big guy, these trade in there. Only an 8/8, but probably still have to Voodoo Doll here. I could even try to freeze the Spiteful Summoner instead of trading into it. And that actually lines up pretty nicely with the Blaze Caller coming down next turn. I think I'll go for that. Get to keep a 4/4 on the board. This is maybe a little bit worse if he has the second Spiteful Summoner, because now I don't have a freeze for the big guy that comes out. But it was pretty unlikely he had it. Although given that he skipped turns 2 and 3, I guess it's not super unlikely. That's a bit of a bummer. I can kill it, but goddamn, killing it is not efficient. Have to send both of my 4-power guys and Blaze Caller or Hero Power plus Glacial Shard into it. Well, sometimes even if your play sucks, it's still the play. Could have killed the 2 Spiteful Summoners instead of the Deathwing, but I can deal with the Spiteful Summoners easier on their own. Like, if he wants to kill the Blaze Caller, he has to send both of them into it. The Deathwing is just a huge pain in the ass. That is both of his Spiteful Summoners dealt with, though. Those are obviously the scariest things in his deck. Lady in White. Alright, so he went into the Glacial Shard. I can just Hero Power that and then attack into the other one. Probably play Black Cat and Tar Creeper to go along with it. Yep, definitely Tar Creeper over the Acolyte now, because maybe I need the Blaze Caller for next turn. Hopefully I don't need the Blaze Caller for next turn, because I kinda want to play Frostlich Jaina. But you never know. Could be good. That's fine. Seth, that's fine. Alright. So the thing is, if I don't play Blaze Caller here, I can't play it next turn either, because it won't be active. I can also just clear his board here with Blaze Caller. But goddamn, Frostlich Jaina is a good card. The Flame Strike definitely makes me feel better about not playing the Blaze Caller here. Because it should be pretty easy for next turn to just be like, Artificer, Flame Strike, Hero Power, and the Artificer sets up for the Blaze Caller.
Oh, what's this one do?
Alright. So Free from Amber or Mind Control.
I tried this.
I think that's probably better for me. Cool, Bone Mare sucks too. Yeah, that's way better for me. Perfect setup. Clear his board, make a Water Elemental, and get my 7 armor. I think they usually only play 1 Archivist, so that's both Spitefuls, 1 Archivist, and a Free from Amber down. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I can kill it with Blaze Caller and sending the Water Elemental in, but I don't make a Water Ellie, which is unfortunate. Could just play Baku plus a 1/2 here. He bumps in here and heals up, it's a 7. I send 1/2 Blaze Caller and Hero Power into it. Or if he doesn't do that, I just hit it with Baku and then Hero Power it. I think I like the look of Baku here. Might end up being kinda bad if he has Mind Control. But Mind Control on Baku is not that much worse than Mind Control on Blaze Caller. Plus I do have an AoE in hand if I need it. Okay, he did have the Mind Control. But now I can just shoot that guy with my Blaze Caller. And hide behind a Stonehill Defender, I guess. I could Dragon's Fury here. But 7 out of 8 times it does 5 damage, which doesn't let me deal with the Baku. So I think Blaze Caller plus Stonehill is just better here. If I take a big guy, it probably gets Mind Controlled. And Glue Meter is basically a big guy, right? Alright, so just Mind Control should be the only big thing he has left in his deck. That thing is pretty big. I can bump the Blaze Caller in and play Dragon's Fury, but that usually doesn't kill Baku. Could just go Glue Meter Cat pass. Okay. Vanish. Well, that was pretty good for me. Alright. I'm actually getting a little bit low on cards compared to him, but I guess I have Jaina, so it shouldn't matter too much. But the point is, I'm not sure if I should be playing this Black Cat again. Might just hold it for when the spell damage seems relevant. Okay. Trade a Stonehill Defender 5-drop for his 4-drop. I don't see a good way to make a water elemental here, so I guess I just blast that with Blaze Caller.
I must decide.
Kinda feel like I want to play the cat. I have 3 scrolls in my deck, so basically only 8 cards to his 11.
Time melts away.
Man, getting a 3/3 on the board seems good. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool, right? I can do this and then shoot my guy to turn my 5/1 into a 3/6. Is that good? Probably just like having a 5/6 on the board. Easy Voodoo Doll. Man, that thing kills my Blaze Caller. It's kind of a bummer. I can Flame Strike instead of playing the Voodoo Doll here. I do 5 damage to this guy. I guess it's actually not much different, huh? Set this guy to 1 and this guy to 7. This guy kills the 1, this guy sets this 1. Hero Power, make a Water Elemental. I have 3, 3, 5, 6 and Water Elemental. I Voodoo Doll. Kill this, have to send in Blaze Caller. The same thing, except I also have this 1/2. Voodoo Doll's always good for like the Baku and the Mastodon, which are a little bit easier to kill than this guy, but since the Flame Strike does 10 here, it's pretty damn good. I think I like Flame Striking, actually. I hope I know how numbers work. Sometimes I'm not very good at numbers. Yeah, it looks like these all lined up the way I was expecting. Yeah, basically Flame Strike costs 7, Voodoo Doll costs 5. I'm showing 12 here. So if he plays one of those big boys, he gets pretty low. Not quite lethal. Alright, that's a Water Elemental. Have I seen both Duskbreakers? I know I've seen one for sure.
Well played.
I guess I'll hold back on this. I don't know, playing it's really only bad against second Duskbreaker, and he probably just loses if he plays it. And he may have even played it already. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's gross. Fucking Chameleos. I guess playing around Chameleos was a thing there. I think I definitely want to play the Bonfire Elemental. It's just a question of, do I also play this? I guess I will. I'll play the Ooze and then ping this guy, so that if he value trades here, he has to heal up or give me a Water Elemental. And if he tries to just trade here and play Baku, then Baron Geddon's lethal. And since 2 of my cards are scrolls, I have a 25% chance to draw Geddon next turn. Well, Geddon's still good here, but he's not lethal, obviously. It also go for a Dragon's Fury. Not like the Tar Creeper contests the Geddon at all. I mean, I do have to attack into it, which is kind of a bummer.
Time melts away.
He's got 11 cards left. I guess I'm just gonna play Geddon. And I'll ping face. I feel like I have to attack into the Star Creeper next turn most of the time. Oh man, I'm gonna need these scrolls to be good.
Is someone injured?
Actually, I guess just bump Geddon Dragon's Fury is a clear. But that's not great. Oh, 13-12. The Naturalize is still kinda good for evening out fatigue though, I guess. Man, why is that guy so big? This guy's been doing a really good job of preventing me from using my hero power effectively. I don't know if there's really any skill in it, or just the fact that his entire deck is huge. But that is the thing. I actually do get to make a water elemental here, which is nice. Unless I draw a scroll into Deck of Wonders, I guess. Which I didn't, luckily. And I'm gonna not play the 1-2 here, because I actually don't want my Bonfire Elemental to be active next turn. Alright, show me Dino size on my Water Elemental.
Almost out of cards.
Didn't draw the scroll. Alright. Yogg-Saron's going off next turn.
Almost out of cards.
Playing the scroll there, or the Deck of Wonders there, was a pretty good way to kill myself next turn. Hitting into like sprints and stuff. But I don't feel like I ever win the game if I don't play it. Alright, 2 straight up misses. That's a bad one. That's a bad one.
I'm almost out of cards.
Sure.
I'm out of cards.
Twisting Nether. Huffer.
I am out of cards.
Acolyte lets me double trade in here and make a water elemental, I guess. Obviously, I don't want to take the fatigue when he dies. He's gonna give me the water elemental. I can't ever actually win this, can I? I'm definitely just dead here. I was dead without the Scalebane.
I can see.
It was that Chameleos, man. Freaking Chameleos. And then the terrible scrolls at the end.